to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Washington ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the... defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
And that's the first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
3 and out. 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right on the 30. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. For the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They run here with Jason Huntley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 23. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
3-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts taking it in. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second down now, it's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Rodney McLeod. A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out. Interference.
Oh, the killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His 13 yards there on a Washington first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Haskins pass. Intercepted.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
18-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Sanders. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards there and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Down at the 33.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This will be taken in by Hightower. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Chase Young on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 34-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
14. Washington.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jannard Avery. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now it's Haskins. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down now. It's Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And he connects with Hurts. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, it's Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Good front Eagles.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will make it into the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A nice run there by Sanders on first down as he'll wind up with a gain of about 7 before he's brought down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Sanders looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his left. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Jake Elliott on for the point.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read. If you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They'll run with Love. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4.
Now a carry for Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. We'll call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. No, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Eagles yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go play action with Hurts. That's complete to Hightower. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, D, get off the field.
Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Love. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Love on the handle.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's Love again. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, Haskins going to let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet, but at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
On first down, it's Sanders. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 13th touchdown of the year, and all he takes off with it, it's a fake.
The conversion.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And the Washington 1st down.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of
Clock
10.
management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. Love. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
Score Eagles 30. Washington 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Play action. Here's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the field.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's out to the left and complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
At the 25-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jannard Avery in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked for second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Eagles 44, Washington 22. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Today's final score, Eagles 44, Washington 22.